All right, you guys have been asking for it for days now, so let's talk about it. This is the first video in my series about the most narcissistic housewives, and we are starting off strong with a very controversial one, Miss Teresa Giudice. So Teresa has been a really controversial figure ever since her table flipping days with Danielle. And that controversy hasn't really subsided over the years, as we've seen her in multiple conflicts with her cast members. And each time we see one of these conflicts, there's a lot of people who, perhaps rightly, point out that they see some narcissistic tendency, like refusing to take accountability when she takes part in trying to expose her brother and sister-in-law, or how she refused to take accountability when she spread rumors about Jackie's husband. There's also, there's some grandiosity at play, right? There's a little bit of ego going on. And what's really kind of telling is the way Teresa operates within her friendships, right? There seems to be a demand for unquestioning allegiance, a demand for unquestioning loyalty and defense, even if Teresa has done something wrong. But here's where it personally gets interesting for me. You see, if Teresa were truly narcissistic, I think we'd see her being more narcissistic with her daughters. Because the reality is, yeah, we've perhaps seen some codependent tendencies. We've absolutely seen the kids exposed to too much of the drama. But one thing about Teresa is she doesn't seem like a narc mom with her daughters, at least not full blown. Her daughters seem to have a lot of freedom, and they each seem to have their own identities that they're kind of allowed to pursue. Did they get expectations hoisted on them? Absolutely. I didn't forget Teresa in one of those first episodes saying, I don't raise tomboys. But she did. She had a really sporty daughter, and she was fine with her daughter going off to college in another state to pursue that sport. Which, let me tell you from experience, not something a really super crazy narcissistic mom would necessarily do. And the children all seem pretty well adjusted and seem like they're doing well. They're going to good colleges. They're doing well, and they don't seem to be crushed under pressure. It seems like they can come home no matter what grades they get. You know what I'm saying? The way they've blended their family is also super telling to me, and is another kind of is she a narcissist, or is she just a bit really toxic and dysfunctional? Because the thing is, if Teresa were a narcissist, she could have destroyed Joe. Joe would be living in a hole right now if she wanted to. Because let's be honest, he helped humiliate this family, right? But even if it touches on her ego with the whole, we're still keeping it together, everything's fine, it says a lot that she's able to keep a peaceful relationship with Joe and even offer him what seems to be personal, friendly financial support for his business endeavors, which are nothing to brag about, right? She's not doing anything to her ego there by helping him. So what do you think? On a scale of June Cleaver to Mommy Dearest, where do you think Teresa sits in the narcissistic mom scale, or as a narcissist in general? Let me know in the comments and follow for more.